Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
all our actions give relief. Like you have fever. கொஞ்சம் கம்மி பண்ணலாமா? You have fever, you take paracetamol, is it? Because she's comes from doctor's family. I want her confirmation. Right? You have fever, you take paracetamol. Relief, not a cure. After 4 days, again it will come. Right? Most of the problems are like that. Relief. Every 3 hours, chut vyadi. It's called a vyadi, hunger. Anna aushadham. Food is the medicine. Every 3 hours, disease. You think I don't have any disease. This is a disease. Right? Chut vyadihi anna aushadham. Relief, not a cure. All our actions are mostly reliefs and not cures. It cannot be otherwise in the world. It's not a blemish. It's not a defect. You cannot say why God created like this. Please think with me. Do not enjoy my rhetoric. Rhetoric is used to convey something, right? Every sentence I say applies to our life. So you have to grasp it, right? So it is not that God is unintelligent to create a world where there are no cures, only reliefs. Only reliefs. No. It is through these imperfections. It is through these so-called disease. You struggle to go beyond the imperfections and reach perfection. Again, you may say, why create imperfection and ask me to go to perfection? He has not created imperfection because he is yourself. You are perfect, he is perfect. Purnamadaha Purnamidam. You got confused seeing various enamoring figures, right? You got mixed up. To come out of that, God has to create a situation where you turn your attention from that to something else, looking for something else. So, from imperfection to perfection is not an activity from one point to another. It's a travel from one dimension to the another dimension. So it has a purpose. All our problems given to us, every problem has a purpose, a positive purpose. A positive purpose. So also we see in Bhagavatam, starting from the first episode of curse to Parikshit, every curse was a blessing. Every curse was a blessing. Every problem is a step for you to discover your Godhood. He provides a free lab. See his compassion. How many living beings were there are here are going to be there. Don't calculate human beings. Calculate every cell. Calculate every cell. How many? Countless. Can you believe? Each one is attending fully all the time. Every cell is attending totally all the time. You can't recognize His love. This life is not worth it. You don't have to achieve great things. You don't even have to become perfect. Your life's fulfillment comes the day you recognize His love. Right? So therefore, every experience you get is exactly what you need at that time. Is exactly what you need at that time. Each experience liberates you from a confusion. Liberates you from a confusion. This ultimate liberation from all confusions is called mukti. Mukti is not a post-mortem stage. If it comes in time, it goes in time. Mukti is your nature. It has to be only known. Aparam chet praptavyam. If it is finite, you have to get it. Param chet jnatavyam. If it is infinite, it has to only be known. Because it's there everywhere. Right? Again, clues for you. Why do we use these Sanskrit terms? We can say that in simple English. These terms are needed for you to do manana, for you to do reflections. You know, I remember this aparam chet praptavyam, param chet jnatam. I can give 3 hours talk. Just remember this. That's why you have to know them. So, nothing ever, anywhere was wrong in this world because its whole thing is beautiful, because it is the all-loving Lord that created it. It is all-loving Lord that created it. What is wrong is with our perception. Puttaparthi Baba used to say this. Drushtilo lopam ledu, srushtilo lopam ledu, drushtilo lopam. Srushtilo lopam ledu, drushtilo lopam. There is no defect in srushti. The defect is in drishti. Right? So therefore, this lovely word God has created, we have to enjoy it every bit because everything is beautiful in this. We don't enjoy because of our interpretations, which is called ego. Ego are all notions about yourself and the world. Therefore, they are the interpretations. Right? This has to go for you to enjoy. You are bound with 1,000 things. You are bound with 1,000 things. That's how Krishna is married to 16,000 gopis. 16,000 various topics of thought. It's not 16,000 thoughts. 16,000 topics. Each thought has got again several things. Behind all of them is Krishna. Why is he called Krishna? Because you don't recognize him He is with every thought. Pratibodha viditam. He is with every thought. You don't recognize him. Therefore he is dark. Therefore he is Krishna. Right? So, recognition of this me, this Krishna, in the muddled Kamsa, is Vedanta. How to recognize this? Sri Shankaracharya has given a simple half a sloka. Somebody said, "Sir, I don't have time. I don't have time. Give me the essence in the shortest this thing." He said, 3 words for me. Brahma Satyam, 3 phrases. Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Na Aparaha. I will explain this later, but some joke is waiting with me. I will finish that. Somebody went to Chinmayananji, said, "Sir, even that is difficult. Make it simpler." He said, "Detach, attach." He said, "Detach, attach." 2 words. Somebody went to Ramana Bhagavan. Even that is difficult for me. He kept quiet. And this man got the answer. Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Parabrahmam Yuvanam. Right? So this Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahma Eva Napara. See, I always tell people, my class first 20 minutes is important. The rest 40 minutes is okay. Because this applies to our lives. Right? So clearly listen, go and do manana. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, Jivaha Brahma Eva Na Aparaha. Therefore, there are 2 things. Brahma and Jagat. He knows. We have a knack of confusing. He clarified, this Jagat is also nothing but that Brahma. Jivaha Brahma Eva Na Aparaha. Therefore what? There is only one. There is only one. Brahma is only one. When you don't see it, you misspell it, Brahma. Brahma not seen becomes Brahma. After that happens Sambhrama. Confusion, agitation, anger, all this is called Sambhrama. So whatever is there is only one truth. Because the word Satyam definition is Trikala Abadita Vastu. Trikala. Everybody can understand because all our languages has got 80% Sanskrit. Trikala, 3 times. Abadita, not affected. Vastu, that which is there, is Satyam. If something has to be there in all the 3 periods, it has to be infinite, because what do you mean by finite? This is finite because there is space around it. When there is space, you can cut it, it can fold, and it can destroy itself. Right? So anything that has boundaries is finite. Boundaries of space, in another term, boundaries of time, because they are not 2 different things. They are not two different things. So, what is infinite has to be everywhere at all times. Everywhere at all times. Therefore, how can there be something other than that? If there is something other than that, there has to be space between. So it is not infinite. When there is a second thing, there has to be space in between. It cannot be infinite. That alone is there. Then how do I see all these? What is the problem in seeing all these and knowing that they are all one? You see the wave, you see the bubble, you see the foam, you see the ocean. Is there a difficulty to know all that is water? Non-duality Advaita is in spite of duality. Is in spite of duality. Because the duality is nothing other than him. Nothing other than him. Like your dream, your enemy, your friend, right? Your in-laws. Because this is a great problem. So many ladies said, sir, you say Sarvatma Bhava, see God in all. I can do that, but not my in-laws. Right? So in the dream, your friend, your enemy, the policeman, the judge, the ocean, the aeroplane, all are you only. They're not different. They're you only. Sit now. Now with whom, after waking up, with whom are you going to fight? After waking up. Because you have known they're all me. So how your worldly challenges and problems can be dissolved in knowing that they're all me. They're all me. No, that man hurts me. Your finger unconsciously hurt your eye. Do you give lecture to your finger? Do you try to cut it off? Because you know, I alone am there in this finger also. And this finger alone, you use it again to massage the eye. You don't find fault with the finger. You use it to massage the eye. So all our problems will be solved with the knowledge, all this is me. No, you just now said all that is God. I also said God alone is there, so you cannot be different from him. So instead of saying God, you can say all that is me. With whom am I going to fight? With whom I am going to fight? So Mahatmas say this in the simplest way. Vedanta problems are not solved, they are dissolved. They are dissolved because you discover there is no problem at all. Problem itself is a confusion. So Brahma Satyam, it is only there. Then what is this Jagat? Mithya, like water alone is there. Wave and bubble and ocean are appearances in that one truth without the truth changing. The truth never changed. It has in it the power, itself not changing, to appear differently. This is called Mithya, an effect of Maya. Mithya, an expression of Maya. An expression of Maya. One to appear as many. Another, your favorite example is dream. Dream real or unreal? If it is real, you should give me the money. You got it. If it is unreal, how did you experience? So it is neither real nor unreal. How can there be something like that? Neither real nor unreal. Because the unreal essentially is real. the Sat and Chit that you are, before you the thoughts paraded, they got animated, and they assumed an individuality, and that is you. Therefore, in the entire dream world, what is there is me, the Satyam, Satchit. And dream is an appearance on that. So therefore, what is not there, what appears is not there, experience is called Maya or Mithya. Asat, not there. Bhana matram, but experienced. Asat, bhana matram. Not there, but I experience. This is called Mithya. And Mithya cannot be there without Sat. Sat can be there without Mithya or form. Sat can be there. Sat Chit, you can be there without the dream. But dream cannot be there without you. You can be there without the dream. Dream cannot be there without you. So what is Mithya is Satya not seen properly. Gurudev's beautiful expressions. Non-apprehension of reality is the misapprehension of the reality. You understand? Non-apprehension of reality is the misapprehension of reality. When you apprehend a miss, there your problem starts. Right? Non-apprehension of reality. So, the so-called Mithya is only Satya. There is nothing other than that. Brahma Satyam. Jagan Mithya. Jivaha Brahma eva na aparaha. This is the Vedanta Sara, Advaita, where all problems are dissolved. Where all problems are dissolved. There is no other solution. You solve one problem, it gives rise to another problem. You thought getting married is a solution, that's the beginning of the problem. And somebody is encouraged. Everybody should get married. After all, happiness is not the only goal of life. Right? You thought getting married is a solution. There the problems start. You get a child. You thought that solves. Then the child has to go to school. Several people come to classes because they have their children to be admitted into Chinmaya Vidyalaya. Right? More difficult. You can get married, you can get a child, but to get a child seat in Chinmaya Vidyalaya is very difficult. Mitrananji himself runs off in that period. Right? Seat. After that, the child studies 2 hours, mother studies 6 hours. They have to sit with the child before and after. What a tension. Please see where there is a break for attention. It needs your attention. Okay. After that, the child comes to 9th or 10th, 9th itself. Then the mothers say, no, I cannot come next year. My child is going to board exam. Finished. You come this year? No, 12th is coming. Finished. No, entrance is coming. Entrance exam. After that, you are free? No. 3-4 years, you have to work for the loans to repay for what he has studied. After that, that child gets married. Then, same routine starts. Same routine starts. Where did you end? Where did you rest? Where did you end? Where did you rest? Is this all life meant to be? Right? So that is what Vedanta tells us all the so-called problems are your confusions. There's only one truth, seen differently. Why it's seen differently? Because Lord likes variety. He likes to see himself in different forms. Mono acting, hero, heroine, villain, comedian, all the same Lord. Whom are you going to blame? Whom are you going to blame? If Shivaji Ganeshan acts as a beggar, he will get more money than the man who acts as a king. So whom you are going to praise, whom you are going to beg? This is the play of the Lord, mono acting. He enjoys it. Then you should ask me, why did he make me a tool for his enjoyment? Because you do not know, you are the one who created this for yourself. Because you are God. You only created this. You only created this. This process is called superimposition. What is superimposition? Seeing something on one thing, on another thing. Seeing something, projecting something on another thing. Snake on a rope. You don't see the rope. You see it as a snake. See, watch. Don't see the rope. Rope is only one. Then see it as a snake. Full stop. No. See it as a bhuchidra, a crack on the floor. See it as a shrug, garland. See it as a water dhara, right? One not seen, seen as many. Seen as many. And each according to this thing, he projects what is in his mind on that one vastu. Vastu means vastavam, that which is really there. Vastavam. And that he projects it. That is called superimposition or adhyasya. Or adhyasa. This is the world. Now you have to wake up, find your God. What you have to do? Remove the superimposition. Word for that is apavada. Apavada, negation. Apavada, negation. So, whole Vedanta is adhyasa, apavada, and jnana-anubhava. So, therefore, he starts the very first verse, which says, adhyasa, janmadhyasya yataha anvaya itaratascha artheshu abhignaha swarat. Tene brahmahuda ya adi kavaye mukhyanti yat surayaha tejo vari mruda yatha vinimayo trisargo mrusha damna svena sada nirasta kohakam satyam param dhimahi. Dhimahi, where it comes? Many Brahmins are there. Where it comes? Ganesh Panchakam. Gayatri. I am a non-Brahmin. I don't know. Thank you. Can anyone be non-Brahmin in this crowd? You cannot be. You cannot be. Right? Janmadhyasya yataha, from whom all the birth, etc. have risen. Where from the birth of your dream rises? From you. Where does it stay? In you. Where does it merge? into you. So how do you know yourself? See where things rise from, see where things stay, see where things melt. That which was common in all the three periods, Trikalabhadita Vastu, Anvaya, seeing that which continues in all differences, that's called Anvaya, right? And that is you. Where from my thought has risen? Simple meditation. I don't know God. Who is saying this? Without God, can you say? And you have seen that you don't know. Can you see that I don't know without God consciousness? It's mixed everywhere with you. How do you say I don't know God? Can I move my hand without God? So people who say, I don't know God, they don't want to know God because they are afraid. If I become God, I cannot go to movie. I cannot enjoy popcorn. I don't want to become God. Abhaye bhayadarshanam. Abhaye bhayadarshanam. Seeing fear and fearlessness. Anvayat itaratascha artheshu abhignaha. He is mixed up with everything. Swarat, he reveals himself. Because there is a thing. It exists. Existence is God. Existence is God. You know the thing, otherwise the thing doesn't exist for you. So a combination of experiences is existence and consciousness. Sat and Chit. Sat and Chit. It reveals itself. The very fact you see this wall, you say, Mithya. Can Mithya stay in without Satya? So where do you see Satya? Where do you see God? Wherever there is a form, wherever there is Mithya, it is God only. Wherever there is a form, wherever there is Mithya, it is God only. Earring, chain and bangle. Is it gold? If it is gold, you can wear gold. You can't wear gold as it is. So what is earring, chain and bangle? Gold plus name and form. I tell you, you keep the gold, give me the name and form, I want to go to your marriage. I don't want gold. I only want to wear. Give me the name and form. Can you give? Is there anything other than gold in that name and form? How did gold become earring, chain and bangle? Itself not changing, appear to change. That's called Maya or Mithya. And he who knows gold can see in all earring chains and bangles, in spite of those names and forms, God. Gold. Right? Only one L comes in between. God and gold. This L comes in between. Right? And this, when you are sincere, serious, contemplating, head and heart. Yesterday, whole talk was that, so I can't repeat it today. Head and heart got integrated. You get an intuitive understanding. Therefore, Tene Brahma Hruda. He reveals himself in the heart of Brahma. Of Brahma. Who is Brahma? Somebody sitting there on a lotus with 4 heads. You are Brahma. Because you create all confusions. Right? He will reveal to you when your head and heart is involved in knowing him. He will reveal himself. Ya adikaviye mukhyanti yat surayaha. Where Surayaha the saints and the enlightened people get deluded. Why they get deluded? When they know, how simple is this? How was I a fool all this time? I was thinking, I am under the control of everybody, starting from my dog, servant, wife, husband, my driver, everybody controls me. Right? Income tax, magistrate court, high court, everybody controls me. Right? Food controls me. Food controls me. Everything controls me. I was thinking I'm a slave. I discovered they are all me. So naturally, Surayaha api muhyanti. Why? They discover Tejo Vari Mruda. The mirage that you see is a combination of Teja, sunlight, Vari, drops in that atmosphere, Mruda, the earth on which these drops and the sunlight are supported, gives a notion it's mirage waters. Right? Dhamna Swena Sada Nirasta Kohakam. All of them are in you. Nirasta Kohakam, when you are freed from all your negative controlling thoughts. Kuhaka is conceit, deceit. Gopis call Krishna Kuhaka. You are a fraud. You are a fraud. You leave these ladies at midnight and go off. You are a Kuhaka. Right? And Krishna said, where did I go? Where can I go? Where did I go? Where can I go? Your ego covered me, you didn't see. When that is gone, you will see. How will it go? Satyam param dhimahi. Try to see the common thing in all the earring, chain and bangle, Satyam. Param, ultimate, supreme. When the earring was born, it was there. When the earring was there, it was there. When the earring is nullified, it is there. Satyam, Param, transcends earring, chain and bangle. Dhimahi, meditate on that common factor. Anvaya Vetireka. When they are there, it is there. When they are not there, it is there. When I am there, dream is there. When dream is not there also, I am there. This is called Anvaya Vetireka. Meditate. Dhimahi. That is Gayatri Mantra. The topmost mantra in all Hindu literature is Gayatri. And what does it say? Give me wife. Give me house. Give me presidentship. God says, you are my devotee. I don't want you to suffer. None of them for you. None of them for you. You are my devotee. I love you. I won't give you any of them. I want all of them. Arey, you are me. They are all in me. They are all in me. Not to aham teshu, te mayi. They are all in me. Whatever you want, they are inside you. Why you search outside? That is called meditation. And this meter, Satyam Param Dhimahi, is what Gayatri ends. So what is Bhagavatam? Because this is the first verse, closes that. What is Bhagavatam? Gayatri Swarupa. It is Gayatri Swarupa. And what does it say? Meditate. So what it is? Samadhi Bhasha. is the language of meditation. Samadhi Bhasha, Gayatri Swarupa. That is Bhagavatam. Any more inputs? Yes. Where was it given? Naimisharanyam. What is Naimisha? Where Nemihi Shiryate Kunti Bhavati, where Nemihi, the wheel surface, Brahma left a wheel, where it goes and stays. That is the place where permanently Satras will go, Bhagavatam will go. That is the place where you can experience God, Vishnu. That is called Naimisharanyam. Naimisha, not winking. Not winking. Don't think anything. Stun your mind with open eyes. But go on winking. Stun your mind and don't wink. If your mind is stunned, you cannot wink. Winking happens when mind is active. In sleep, it doesn't. So, samadhi is where the mind is still, therefore there is no winking. That is called naimisha. Who is that? Vishnu. Nimisho animishaha. Vishnu Sahasranamam. Nimishaha animishaha. One who doesn't wink. Right? Naimisharanyam. Aranyam what? Is the shelter. Himsartham. Himsartham. Ashrayam is called Aranam Sharanam. To get rid of all your artha. All your artha. Artha Hananartham. Right? To eliminate all your artha sorrows. Artha Hananartham. Ashrayam. You seek the refuge. That is called Aranam, Sharanam, house. That is the real house. Rest are not. Therefore, Aniketaha. Right? That is Naimisharanya. So therefore, Bhagavata is the highest of Vedanta because it leads you to Samadhi through meditation in the form of Gayatri. And then, what should I do for that? Trim yourself, purify yourself. It's there all the time. You only have to recognize. It's covered by impurities. Remove the impurities. First is Adhyasa. Second is Apavada. Remove the impurities. It will reveal itself. First sloka, Janmadhyasya, is Adhyasa. Second, Dharma Prochita Kaitavatra, Nirmasaranam Satam, Apavada. You have to leave your Kaitava. It means your hypocrisy, your deceit. Nirmasaranam, your sense of duality, therefore having I and mind and jealousy. Dharma Prochita Kaitavatra, Nirmasaranam Satam. Vedyam, it's known. Vastavam, that alone is real. That alone is real. From that only Vasudeva comes. See, all these terms are clearly defined in Vishnu Purana. What is Vasudeva? Vasanti yatra sarva bhutani. Where all beings live is called Vasudeva. Vasanti yatra sarva bhutani. That's why before you start Bhagavatam, first thing, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, to remove all confusions is the second verse. Dharma prochita kaito motra nirmastranam satam vedyam vastavamattu shivadam. That alone is shivadam. Shiva means auspicious. What is auspicious? That which has no death. Immortal. Right? So, these first two give the entire Vedanta. So therefore, the third verse says, Nagamakalpa Taror Galitam. Yesterday we saw that. Right? So this is Bhagavata, which its complete essence is given in the second skanda, second chapter of the first skanda. In the third, how to recognize him. Everything is his avatara. People also say, when they are, want to joke at you, Saryana avatara. Right? Everything is avatara. Nothing other than Bhagavat avatara. But you can't see Bhagavan in all avatars. You can see him somewhere. So there are many. Bhagavatam says, don't fight with me. How many? Only 10. Bhagavatam gives 30 and says these 30 are also samples. Bhagavan's avatars are innumerable. He gives 30 and in that we take 10. Why? It has a scheme. Life starts with water, Matsya. And that Matsya has to evolve, restless, wants to go to land. Both land and water becomes Kurma. It wants to stand erect, Varaha. It wants to become human being. At a time you cannot become half man, half this thing, Narasimha. No, I want complete human being. You will be born, dwarf, Vamana. Then you will grow, anger, Parashurama. Then matured, quiet, calm, Rama. Then Rama is bound by Dharma. The one who says Sarva Dharman Parichaya, Ella Dharmata Vadaya. That is Krishna. Right? That is, these dharmas are only standing between you and me. Vada. Destroy all of them because they all belong to the intellect. Right? That is Krishna. So there is a scheme from Matsya Avatara to now, therefore, they have taken these 10. Like Upanishads. Upanishads are not 10. 10 are considered main Upanishads because all the three Acharyas have given Bhashya on them. 108 have been recognized as real in Muktika Upanishad, but in fact, there are thousands. Right? So that is the third chapter of the, which gives all avatars. Fourth and fifth, dialogue between Vyasa and Narada. Fourth and fifth. Sixth, Narada story. I was flirting with all ladies. He tells it. I was good looking. So all the ladies used to come around me and I was flirting. So Bhagavan said, go and be born as a Shudra. I was born, but I had the taste of that divinity. So now satsang, he himself provided. He cursed and he provided satsang. All Brahmanas came home. I served them. Then they blessed me. Then I regained my godhood. Right? That is sixth, his own story. Seventh, eighth, ninth, fantastic episodes in Mahabharata. Seventh is where this Ashwatthama kills the Upapandavas also because he doesn't want to leave a trace of Pandavas. He kills all the children also. Finally, he tried to kill the child in the womb also. this Ashwatthama, and see the greatness of the womanhood. And then Draupadi was lamenting. Arjuna said, I will bring that fellow to you and kill him who made you weep and who killed all our children. He goes there, wanted to kill, but all Pandavas are soft-headed. He couldn't kill him. Krishna also says, kill him. Kill him. He couldn't kill him. He tied down to the wheel of the chariot, dragged and brought to Draupadi. When Draupadi sees this man being brought, she should be happy because he killed all his children. No, when he is brought, she says, Muncha, 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 Vuttidiya, Vuttidiya. He is your Guru's son. Guru's son as good as Guru is a Brahmana, Vittidu. Let his mother not weep like me, having lost his children. See the heart. Let his mother not weep like me, Gautami. Leave him. Where is the magnitude? That is the seven. What is the best joke in the world? I write everything 1,500 times. I bring the book also. When I want, I can't find it out. Right? Muncha, muncha. Otherwise, I can give lovely Sanskrit terms there. Right? Anyway, doesn't matter. Muchyatam, muchyatam, yesha brahmano nitaram guru. This brahmana whom you are bringing is not different from the guru. Because his Dronacharya's son, father only is in the son. Leave him, leave him. Who says? Draupadi, whose 5 sons have been killed. Leave him, leave him. And then she says, Ma Rodi Asya Janani. His mother should not weep like me. Ma Rodi. What do we say? Eye for the eye. He has done me this. I should do that for him. But she says, his mother should not weep like me. His mother should not weep like me. Janani Gautami Pati Devata Yata Aham Bruta Vasayata Rodihi Rodimya Rodi Ashrumukhi. Ashrumukhi is with tears. She should not weep. So leave him. And then before that, this man to kill Parikshit sends Brahmastra. Sends Brahmastra. Arjuna sees that. Arjuna sees that. And then asks Krishna, what should I do now? Krishna says, he has left. He has left. But he doesn't know how to call it back. He doesn't know how to call it. What you do is, you send your Brahmastra, together you bring them back through the mantra, Upasamhara. Right? You bring it back. That was done. And the prayers there, the prayers yesterday you sent, is it? All the prayers you sent. Lovely prayers throughout. Samples I will give you. Arjuna there says, Krishna Krishna Mahabaho Bhaktanam Abhayankaraha Tvameva Dakhyamananam, the one who is burning You only can save. Krishna Krishna Mahabaho Apavargosi. You are beyond the three vargas. That is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Apavargosi. Samsrutehe. Beyond this cycle of birth and death. Tvamadya Purushaha. You are the first Purusha. Sakshad Ishwaraha, the Lord of everything. Prakrute Paraha. Beyond the Prakriti. Mayam Mayam Yudasya, having crossed Maya, Chit Shaktya, through your own Shakti, Kaivalyena Sthitaha Atmaha, staying in the Kevala Atma Anubhava. Please save me from this Brahmastra. He wants him to be saved, Brahmastra. Why all Vedanta are there? You crossed beyond Maya, you are staying in Samadhi, you are the Adi Purusha, you are beyond Prakriti. That is because the whole story is symbolic. Is symbolic. They want you to meditate through these stories, something beyond the stories. Therefore, they use all the same terms. Brahmastra has a meaning. What is Brahmastra? To my knowledge, Brahmastra is your destiny. It cannot be stopped by anybody, even God. You cannot fight it. You only have to do namaskar. If you do namaskar, it leaves you little unscathed. When Brahmastra comes, only do namaskar. Don't fight with that. That is your destiny is Brahmastra. How can it be? Won over through Narayanastra, his father. Hold on to Narayana. When the destiny works, Narayana will relieve you. See the prayers. And then he again tries to send it to the Uttara's Garbha. At that time only, she prays and Krishna enters. See her prayer. Pahi Pahi Mahayogin Deva Deva Jagatpate. Mahayogin, that term, right term at the right place. Because yogi has the faculties, powers to go wherever they are. Otherwise, who can enter a womb? Only a yogi can. Because Anima, Garima, Mahima, Lagima, all that he has. So he uses the word Mahayogin, Pahi Pahi, Jagatpate, Nanyam Todabhayam Pashye, Yatra Mrutyuhu Parasparam, where the Mrutyu is completely attacking. I don't see any other refuge other than you. So Vishnu enters the womb, protects him. And when he comes out, little after 2-3 years, he's seeing what was that resplendent person? Who was that who protected me in the womb? Seeing, seeing with inquiry is called pariksha. So he is called parikshit. Icha, drishti. Icha is drishti. Pari, constantly. Wherever pari, pra is used in Shrutis and Smrutis, it is always have higher connotation. Pariprasnena, pranata. Right? So, parikshit. What's seeing that? Lord. Everywhere. And then, when the Pandavas knew Krishna has returned back to Vaikuntha, they all left and made Parikshit the king. He did 3 Ashwamedha Yagas, was a great ruler, but hunger and thirst, he lost his balance, put a snake on the Shamika Muni, and his son cursed him, in a week you will die. In a week you will die. There are commentators who say everybody has to die in the 7 days week only. Why? That means anytime you will die. When you came with that death. When you came, death followed you. And you didn't recognize. Parikshit also didn't recognize, but after that he recognized in a week's time I'm going to die. He got notice for a week. And he became immortal. Kamsa got 22 years notice, nothing happened. All of us have got 84 years, nothing happens. That's called Parikshit. And he was going on his rounds. He saw Vrishabha. Vrishabha is always stands for Dharma. In our scriptures, Vrishabha stands for Dharma. And cow stands for Mother Earth normally. So both were having dialogue about the Kali state. At that time, Kali was hurting him. Already 3 feet have gone in Kali. The last 1 feet was there. He was trying to hit that also. Parikshit saw, wanted to kill him. He surrendered. He said, okay, I won't kill you. I will. Then he says, give me some place to stay. He says, you be in these 4 or 5 places, 4 places. Then he bargains, one more gold, right? 4 places where there is 3. Do not think 3 means lady. It's a representative term. There is mutual attraction, maya. 3, gambling. Everything is a representative term. You should not think only that, playing dice is gambling. Playing shares is also a gambling. I am an expert. So representative terms. Okay. Gambling. Where there is himsa, butchering. Panam. Surapanam. Then he bargained gold. These places, all the time Kalaha happens. That Kalaha is called Kali. That Kalaha is called Kali. There you stay. I've written all that Sanskrit here. I have no time and I can't see because I have to search. Right? If you want me to do everything so beautifully with every word Sanskrit, give me 40 days. I will do. Right? So that is Kali. So he forgave, and Kali, why did he leave Kali without killing? Without Kali, without evil, without Kali, without evil, you cannot grow. You cannot grow. Because trying to master the Kali and the evil, you try to wriggle yourself out of all the negative things and discover the God that you are. You need them. Therefore, God created them. So Kali cannot be eliminated. He can only be regulated. He can only be regulated. One of my students said this. I have learned several things from my students. Several things. One of my students said, sir, when you have a front, you should have a back. Can you have a front without a back? Can you have a top without feet? Without the top and below, right? When one is there, other goes with that. Sukha is there, dukkha goes with that. You can't say, I will only have sukha. Then you won't know it is sukha. Right? One goes with the other. So you need that for you to wriggle out. How do you wriggle out? Very simple. See that which supports Sukha and Dukkha. When Sukha came, it was there. When Sukha went, it is there. Dukkha came, it is there. Dukkha went, it is there. That which supports Sukha and Dukkha, Labha, Alabha, Jaya, Vijaya, that is you. That is you. Sukha, Dukkha, Labha, Alabha, they're all vrittis. They're all vrittis. The vrittis are enlightened and supported by the consciousness. By the consciousness. So wherever there is a vritti, there is God. Pratibodha viditam. He is seen and known through every thought. Pratibodha, if you have a thought, the person who says, I'm restless, congratulate yourself, because best media for meditation. See who sees the restlessness. Who supports the restlessness? My mind, I can't concentrate. Why should you do? Just watch the mind. Very simple. You complicate it. Watch the mind, that's all the time running after. And the one who watches is you. Because you are the subject, that is the object. That is the object. Objects can come and go. Subject is ever there. Whole world can come and go. Brahma can come and go. Vishnu can come and go. I cannot go. That me, the subject, is Satyam. Understand? So therefore, when this story that Krishna has gone to Vaikuntha, they put Parikshit in that place. Parikshit went round and disciplined Kali, and then did the silly act, cursed, and because he's a good man, noble man, in a moment of weakness anybody can do, he did a mistake. So God sent what is needed at that time. Death is coming, he has to become immortal. So God sent all the Saptarishis there. All of them were there. And then comes Shuka. Shuka Brahma. I will explain to him about that later in Rasa Leela. Today I don't have time. About Shuka Brahma's greatness. Right? He also comes. Then Parikshit asks them, Mriyamanasya, one who is to die, what should you do? They all give, that is Bhagavata. The scripture that reveals to you the secret of becoming immortal, becoming deathless, going beyond death and sorrow. That is Bhagavata. And here, I told you about Arjuna's prayers and the Uttara's prayer. Kunti's prayers, Bhishma's prayer excel. Is there somebody in this world? Because we say in Vedanta, there are only two motives for everybody's action. Sukha prapti, dukkha nivritti. Somebody said, no, I always want dukkha. Why? I'll be happy like that. So therefore, he wants happiness and wants dukkha for that. You understand? So happiness is all we want. But Kunti Amma says, who is Kunti Amma? In all her life, not 1 minute after the age of 12 or 13, where she could be peaceful. At the age of 12 or 13, she wants to test a mantra which is given by Durvasa Muni, and she gets a child without getting married. But of course, it's mystical because Surya Bhagavan says, don't worry, without affecting your virginity and all that, you will get a child. So from there, problems start one by one. Then Pandu Maharaja dies because of the mistake Madri does. And what does she do? You did it, you did it, so you curse the family. No, her children also she took. That's how Pancha Pandavas. 3 only were her children. 2, have we ever said 3 Kunti's sons, 2 Madri's children? Pancha Pandavas. Only one man asked, Mamakaha Pandavaha, my children and Pandu's children, because he is Dhritarashtra, born blind. Born blind, he separates. Right? And that lady who has seen nothing but suffering says, Oh Lord, give me adversity and suffering all the time. This is the prayer. Give me adversity and suffering all the time. Why? Have you ever felt the need of God when you are in a birthday party, reveling with spiritual heights? Have you felt God? And who doesn't speak Vedanta when there is a death in the house? Everybody speaks Vedanta. But in the spiritual this thing, nobody remembers him. So you give me adversities so that I deeply will find you, because in that depth I can find you. And when I find you, I discover there was no adversity at all. There is no Janma again to go through this. Right? Your darshanam will remove all other causes for taking birth. Right? Therefore, you will reveal when there is a deep urge. Deep urge will come when I have sorrows. Vipada santunaha. Vipada santunaha. Let there be adversities all. No, I used to chant a lot of things. And this was one of the sloka. After 1 month, I recognized, oh, you. God will give me vipadas, I don't want it. I stopped chanting. You understand? But Kunti Amma wanted that. Because there is a simple Sanskrit sloka. Sampado naiva sampadaha. Sampado samsmarane harehi. Vipado naiva vipadaha. Vipado vismarane vishnoho. Your real prosperity is no prosperity. Remembering the Lord is prosperity. Your adversity is no adversity. Forgetting Him is the adversity. So that Kunti Amma's prayers we will see. Namah Pankajanabhaya Pankajamalini Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye. Pankajanetraya, lotus eyed, lotus feet, everything lotus. That means man can fade away in summer. God can fade away in summer. And he can be crushed easily. Because everything Pankaja. And what is the Sanskrit meaning of Pankaja? That which comes of mud. Is it glorious to call somebody Pankaja? You came from mud? You came from mud? And here is a prayer. Everything is attributed as Pankaja Netra, Pankaja Angri. Everything Pankaja. What is the meaning? Truth can be seen amidst all abysmal matter. Right? Truth can be recognized in that. And lotus in our culture is truth. Is seen in this very matter itself. Pankaja, right? And Pankajanetra, one who sees truth clearly. Pankajangri, one who stands on truth. You understand? So Pankajangrihi, Namaste, Pankajangriye, Vipadah Naha. Please give me all the time adversities. Shashvatatra, Tatra Jagadguru, Bhavato Darshanam. When I have that, I am deeply involved with you. Bhavataha Darshanam. It happens. What is the benefit? Yasyada Punarbhava Darshanam. Yasya Darshanam. Yasya Apunar Apurnarbhava Darshanam. I do not again take a form. This Darshanam of yours, Punaha Bhavaha, again being born. Puna, that is not Bhava means you. Bhava means birth. Right? I don't take birth again because I see you. How will I see you? Deeply crave for you. How? Because of adversity. What do you mean? She has been seeing Krishna all the time. That Krishna is only Murti. There is a Krishna. In that Krishna, beyond the form, that Krishna darshan, the Krishna outside has to be experienced inside. What is inside is only outside. Right? Atha Vishvesha Vishwatman, therefore, the Lord of the universe, the heart of the universe, Vishwamurte. See the three words. Vishveshwa, the Lord of the universe. And then Vishwatman, the essence of the universe. Then Vishwamurte, the universe itself is you. Where is Dvaita? Vishwatman, Vishwamurte, and Vishvesha, the Lord of the universe. Vishvesha, Vishwatman, Vishwamurti. Right? Vishwamurti. Swakeshu cha sneha bandamimam chindi drudam pandushu vrushnushu. Please cut off all this attachment to Pandus and Vrishnis. Vrishnis is from where she has come. Pandus is where she has entered. Right? Pirandam, Pugandam. இந்த ரெண்டு பாண்டேஜஸும் கட் பண்ணிடு. Prayer of Kunti. Right? Cut off both Vrishnis and Pandus. Then Bhishma, he commands God. He commands God. Krishna, people, it is said, if they think of you when they are dying, they will get moksha. What is my luck? You are standing before me. If they think of you, you will get moksha. You are standing before me. What is my luck? He doesn't stop there. He says, now I have Ichamrityu. I can leave my body when I am going to leave. Till I leave, stand there. Commands Krishna. Till I leave, stand there. That's not enough. He says, have a smiling face and stand. He commands, stay there, and then says with a smiling face, don't have a morose face. That is the power of a devotee. That's the power of a devotee. Because Bhagavan is Bhakta Vatsala, Bhakta Paradhina. Bhakta Vatsala and Bhakta Paradhina. So he says, Sarvam kalakrutam manye bhavata yadapriyam sapalo yadvashe loko vayoreva ghanavalehi yatra dharmasuto. Everything I think is destiny, where dharmasutaha, Dharmaraja was there, Raja Gadapanihi, Dharmasuto Raja Gadapanihi, Bhishma was there with the Gada, Rukodaraha, Bhima was Gadadaraha, Krishnaha Astri. Krishna here is Arjuna. In Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, there are 5-6 Krishnas. Arjuna is Krishna. Krishna is Krishna. Draupadi is Krishna. Yamuna is Krishna. Right? And Kaliya is Krishna. All Krishna. And Vyasa himself is Krishna. Vyasa himself is Krishna. So here Krishna is Arjuna. Tato Vipat. Adversity like this, where your entire clan is washed off, your 5 children are killed, where Sakshat Krishna himself is there. That also comes here. Chapam Safrut, your best friend Krishna. That first Krishna is Arjuna. Second Krishna, your best friend Krishna. Tato Vipat. There this can happen. Where Dharmaraja is there, Dharman should protect. Bhima with his mace. Arjuna with all the Shastras. And Krishna himself was there. This can happen. I believe all this is nothing but destiny. You cannot do anything. Brahmastra. Do namaskar. Do namaskar. And then he says, Bhaktya aveshya asmin vacha yen nama kirtanam yajan kalevaram yogi munchate kama bihi. One who desires of salvation, uttering his name, when he leaves the body, he attains mukti, attaining your name. That Lord is standing before me. Sa Deva Deva Bhagavan, that Lord is standing before me. Pratikshataam, wait. He is commanding. That Lord is standing before me. Wait. Kalevaram yavadidam hinosmi aham. Till I leave this body. Till I leave this body, stand there. Wait there. How? Prasanna hasarunaha. With a smiling face. With a smiling face. Not with a long face. That's the power of devotion. And then there is another beautiful thing. When Krishna and all folded their samadhi for their avatara, Arjuna was asked to take all the ladies, and he was bringing. Normal roadside dacoits defeated Arjuna. The Arjuna who killed lakhs of people, roadside dacoits killed and looted all the money and the ladies. There Arjuna says, anyway, forget the verse. I'll tell you what he says. He says, same chariot, same Gandivam, same Arjuna who killed so many has been defeated by roadside fellows, taken all the wealth and all that. What does it mean? Difference is Krishna. Krishna was there, he could win. Without Krishna, he could be defeated by anybody. Right? So that is first skanda. Second skanda, first and second chapter is dharana and dhyana. Why? Because he said there in the first this thing, satyam param dhimahi. You have to meditate. Meditate how? Dharana. First, a larger area, because mind needs that. Slowly withdraw. Swamiji gives a beautiful example. How do you tame a horse? First, a long rope, it goes in circles. Then slowly, inch by inch, you reduce it. The horse comes slowly to the peg. Then it is pegged. Similarly, the mind, large area, dharana, bring it back. Dhyana, the form. Then not even that face, not even that lips, not even that smile, not even that. The smile merges in you. That's called dhyana. These are the first 1 and 2, dharana and dhyana. And there, Vishnu Purana gives all the symbolisms how to meditate on Vishnu. What are the various ornaments and ayudas that he carries? Bhutadim indriyadischa Dvayam, the Dvaya Ahang, Dvayam, Dvaya Ahankara Ishwaraha, Dvaya Ahankara Ishwaraha, Vibharti Shankarupena, Shangarupena. He appears as Shanka and Shanga is his bow. Right? That Lord, what are the significance? Elements and sense organs. Elements and sense organs. These are the two. Shanka is the elements and bow is the conch. Or the reverse. Doesn't matter. Okay. Elements are the conch and the sense organs are the bow. Balaswarupa manyatra javenanta antarita nilam, swifter than what runs the mind. What is that? Chakra rupasya hi sudarshana. Swifter than the mind. Chakra rupasya manodhatye Vishnuhu karastitam. Vishnu holds that chakra. Pancharupa tu ya mala vaijayanti, sitting up before me. Gadabrutaha, right? The 5 tanmatras, not the elements. Elements originally he said. Now tanmatras. Prithvi tejo vai akasha tanmatras. That is the Vaijayanti Mala. That is the Vaijayanti Mala. Sabhuta hetum sanghato bhutamala cha vai dvija. So Krishna's each aspect he is describing. Yani indriyani aseshani buddhi karmatmakaya naiva shararupani. All the karmendriyas and jnanendriyas, they are the arrows. They are the arrows. Shararupa. Aseshani tani datte janardana. Vibhatti yacha asi ratnamachuto matyamta nirmalam vidya mayam tu. His word is vidya. Where? Put in the kosha, ajnana kosha, ajnana vidya kosha. Ajnana avidya kosha. In that is the vidya. Itham puman pradhanascha buddhi ahankara evacha bhutanacha hrishikesho manas sarvendriya. Like this, everything inside you, outside you is all Vishnu. Hey, not enough. I want more detail. Is all there Vishnu Purana. You have to give me 40 days. Now this is only a sample. Okay. So that is Dharana and Dhyana in the second skanda. And then the main thing is for us to decipher creation. That's why the first verse and these things. And you have to know how Vari, Teja, Mrut appears to be as the mirage. That is the secret. That has to be known. That is the secret of all manifest world creation. That is the secret of all Shastras. So this is given in Chatushloki. In Chatushloki. The 4 slokas, the seed of Bhagavatam. The seed of Bhagavatam. Ahameva asam eva agre nanyat yat sat asat param paschadaham yadetadacha yo avishyate sosmeham. Rute, the right. Maximum ego is this God. All the time he says, Ahameva yadam asmi. I alone was there in the beginning. Every time he says this. Nothing else was there. Maximum ego. Why? Because there is nothing other than him. Ego comes only when there is something else. When there is something else, ego. When he alone is there, where is the ego? How will you end the ego? Expand your ego to hold everything in you. You can't eliminate the ego, but expand the ego. This is called Sarvatma Bhava. This is called Sarvatma Bhava. He says, I alone was there. There was nothing before me, nothing after me, nothing while I am there. Then how do I see all this? That is the adhyasa, maya, beautifully explained. Yesterday I gave a definition of maya. Today it's another definition here. Rute artham yat pratiyeta, na pratiyeta cha atmani, rute artham, without any material. Pratiyeta, but seen. There is no material. Dream, but seen. Rute artham yat pratiyeta, na pratiyeta atmani, that which is not seen in you, tad vidyad atmano mayam. Understand that to be your speciality, my speciality in making something which is not there appear as though it is there. Atmano maya. Mayam yata abhaso yata tamaha. Just like a reflection is seen when it is dark, it is not there, but you see, because it's dark, non-apprehension of reality causes misapprehension of reality. Right? So that is creation, adhyasa. That is creation. And then what happens? Yata mahanti bhutani bhuteshu uchavacheshvanu pravistam. Just like the elements enter into various forms. Mud enters into the pitcher. Mud enters into the pot. Mud enters into the tumbler. What do you mean enters? What do you mean enters? If it doesn't enter, all is mud. How will you discriminate? How will you discriminate? So it enters. Mud enters into the form of pitcher. Mud enters into the form of pot. Mud enters into the form of tumbler. Does it enter? Apravistaha pravistavat. Doesn't enter, but looks as though it has entered. Apravistaha pravistavat. That is creation. That is creation. It is my recreation, Bhagavan says. Etavadeva jignasyam. This alone you have to know. Anvaya vyatireka yat syat sarvatra sarvadaha. How do you know me? Through anvaya, through vyatireka. What will you know? Sarvatra sarvada. At all times, at all places, what is there is me. Dream came. Before that I was there. Dream existed in me. Dream went off. I am there. What is there before, after, during the dream is me, the reality, the subject. That's how you have to know. Waking, I was there. Dream, I was there. Deep sleep, I was there. Waking is not dream. Dream is not deep sleep. They're all different. Different things come and go before me. Before they came, I was there. After they went, I am there. This is called Anvaya Vyatireka. And then the Dasa Lakshanas yesterday, I have explained. And now comes the third skanda. This is called Sarga, creation mainly, where Brahmaji meditates. You know, there are 4 types of pralayas. 4 types of pralayas. For us, Nitya and Naimittika. For Brahmaji, Prakritika and Atyantika. For us also, when the ego goes, Atyantika. Pralayas. So this Prakritika Pralaya, when his one day and night goes, Dviparartham it is called. Everything merges in Vishnu. But again, he is projected next day morning. His day is mind-boggling figures. No computer can work. Next day, he projects again. And that's a long period of sleep. So he forgot all creation. So he finds himself to be on the lotus. How did I come? Where did I come? Who am I? What's my source? So he tries to go to his source through the lotus. He goes up to the doorway. Time, he cannot go beyond that. Because this inquiring mind, intellect can only reach up to the source ajnana, which is nothing but time, kala. Source ajnana, avidya, kala. Beyond that, it cannot go. So he starts meditating again. He starts meditating again. Through constant meditation, Vishnu himself comes. Don't worry, my child, I know you will forget. So I will give you the secrets. And that way he gives him all the preliminaries necessary for creation. Preliminaries necessary for creation. And Brahma, with that knowledge, creates different species. Dashavidha Srishti. 10 types of creation means 10 species. And that very interesting to note, Bhagavatam. I won't say exactly it is same because I don't know. But many things that you hear in physics are there in that 11th chapter of the 3rd skanda, saying one atom mingled with the two, dvayanu, it mingled with the trayanu. This trayanu alone appears, its movement is called space. Its movement is called space. That means he said time and space are same. In another place in the 7th skanda, which we will do tomorrow, he repeats, Max Planck repeats the exact words of the Bhagavata. Everything when you try to analyze boils down to atom. Further inquiry, atom itself is not there. Further inquiry, atom itself, Max Planck says this. I got Nobel Prize for being the father of atom. I am honest. I have discovered there is no atom at all. What is then? It itself is mind. So he concludes, mind is the matrix of matter. Who says? A Nobel laureate in physics who got Nobel Prize for atom says there is nothing like that. Mind is the matrix of matter. So creation is explained. He created various things. And then Bhagavan himself said, this creation is useless. What all you did? You created all negative things first. Create through normal process, human way. And then he, again, through Manas only, he created Sanat Kumaras. He said, get married, because Bhagavan said, I should give opportunity to all souls to evolve. Therefore, creation has to be there, because everybody should evolve. So, you get married. They said, bye. They went off. The 4 sons. Right? And then Narada came. He also went off. At that time, he was so angry. Bhagavan said, I should expand creation. This all people going is angry. When he is angry, through anger comes somebody, Rudra, because he was angry. And what? As he came, he started shouting, Daddy, where is my Aadhaar card? Give me my name, give me my address. Give me my name, give me my address. So he gave him, and ultimately he chose Masana because he is the Lord of Destruction, and a sannyasi and a yogi. You know about Shiva something very interesting. He is the Lord for money. He is the Lord for sannyasis. He is the Lord for marriages. He is the Lord for teaching. Vidya. What else is left? Everything is Shiva only. Then what does Vishnu does? Create all problems for Shiva to do all this. Right? So that is Shiva. He comes out and he said, address, give me address, name. He said, you will be called Rudra because you came crying. Right? And then various positive things were created, like the Vedas and all that. Astra Vidya, Shastra Vidya, all positive things were created. Then the real creation has to start, because Bhagavan said, through the human way. So he brought a son through his mind. Together, a man and a woman, Shatarupa and my mind, I forgot. Shatarupa and Swayambhu Manu. Manu, his name Swayambhu Manu. Swayambhu Manu and Shatarupa. He told them, create. They said, we will obey. But where is the place for people to create? The earth is missing. Earth is missing. Daddy, something wrong. You want me to create, but where will people stay? Then Brahma realizes, oh, yo. Then he starts worried and contemplating. Through his nose comes Varaha. Through his nose comes Varaha. Kutti. Nose mulama avadana varum. Then it became like a mountain. That's Varaha Avatara. Why? You need a place to stay. So that which was hidden in the waters what? In Prakritika. What they call it? Mula Prakriti. All potential things are there. From there, he brings out the solid earth from that grossified matter, and that becomes the adhara for all the creation. This is done in the spirit of sacrifice, because Bhagavan says, Sahayagna praja sruštva puro vacha prajapati. Creation start with yagna. So that avatar of this thing, Varaha Avatara, he is called Yagneshwara. He is called Yagna. Varaha Avatara is called Yagna. Every part of it, Bhagavata says, his hair is what? His head is what? All Yagna Swarupa. Right? Creates. And then, after that, comes the Kapila Avatara. This Kapila and Devahuti, his wife, were living most of the time in Siddhabari. Don't fool. It says there. Siddhapada. Siddhapada is Siddhabari. And then, after he gave knowledge to Devahuti, when he leaves her and goes, she realizes, meditates and attains Samadhi in Siddhabari. Right? He goes there. Kapila Avatara, which is the foundation for all the Sankhya philosophy, which is different from the Sankhya philosophy of the Shad Darshanas. This philosophy is by a Krishna. This Sankhya philosophy, different from Bhagavata Sankhya, but there are some similarities. Therefore, they are called, both are called Sankhya. The 24 Tattvas, Prakriti, Purusha, they are all there in that. Therefore, both are called Sankhya. He gives the Sankhya philosophy. He leaves. She attains this thing. What is the story here? And what is its importance? I am backlogging by 2 days. If I at least finish third chapter today, I will be backlogging by 1 day. So let me finish third skanda at least. Right? So, what is the most important message there? He was meditating, Kardama Muni, for getting children. Children for getting, you should meditate. That is because bringing children and multiplying is to give them an opportunity to evolve. It's not an accident that husband and wife met and there was a child. It's an accident. It was not an accident. It was through meditation. It was through meditation. He was meditating. Then Vishnu comes and says, don't worry, you will get a wife. Shortly, Manu will come and offer his daughter. You accept. Manu comes, offers his daughter, he accepts. That is Devahuti. And she comes, he is meditative. He started meditating another 100 years. He opened the eyes, he sees there a very old lady. He asks, who are you? I am your wife. I am your wife. He became old, she also became old. He took pity on her. Through his tapas, both became young, and he built a palace. In that, a great swimming pool with 100 maids to wash her, because she has not washed herself for 70 years, because serving him, tapas, 100 ladies and all that. And then they go all global truth, because houses are vimanas, and they produce 9 girls. And he says, now I have done all my duty to you. You served me. In turn, I gave you children. I gave you all this prosperity. I am going. Maitreyi's language, he asked, you gave me all that, but you did not give me the secret of immortality. He says, okay, don't worry. Vishnu himself will come and be born in you, and he will give you. That is Kapilavatar, where he gives all this thing. Right? What is the main moral here? The journey of life is from Grihasthasrama to Vanaprastha, then Sannyasasrama for the normal human being. So do not try to say Grihasthasrama is rubbish. Vanaprastha, right? Don't say all that. Everything is needed. This path is called sublimation, path of sublimation. It's called pravritti marga. Through the normal procedure, you from pravritti go to nivritti. Sublimation. It's dharmic. It is dharmic. That is the story of Kapilavatar. Right? Another 5 minutes according to this. This is fast. Even otherwise, 8:15, my time. So I have 20 minutes. I will finish in 10 minutes. Don't worry. 10 minutes for them to do the closing ceremony. I have my time. Nirvinna nitaram bhuman asadindriya tarshanat yena sambhavyamaneena prapannandham tamah prabhu tasyatvam tamaso andhasya dushparasya adya paragam sachakshuhu janmana mante labdham me tadanugrahat. I am fed up with this life. I have become disillusioned. I want my darkness to go. You have come as the Surya. As the Surya. Remove my ignorance. I want to go to the next dimension. Enough is enough. She prays. I am skipping some. You don't need all that. Even this you don't need. But you have to know that I know Sanskrit. And then she asks, what is bandha, what is moksha? See, because I told you, bondage is your mind, liberation is from your mind. Here, a lot of people were telling he's bluffing too much. But here it says that, Chetaha kalu asya bandhaya muktayecha atmano matam guneshu saktam bandhaya ratam va pumsi muktaye. Bondage is your mind, so liberation is your mind. How? When you are attached to matter, objects, you are bound. When you are detached, you are released. Very simple definition of bandha and moksha. Manayeva karanam bandha moksha yoho. Your mind alone is responsible for that. Aham, mama, abhimana, uchchaihi, kama, lobhadibihi. What is this mind? Aham, I. Mama, mine. I and mine are the basis, foundation of the mind. And because of that, aham, mama, when you see body, inadequate, finite, so you need to fill it up. So kama, lobhadibihi, desires and greed come, all that is mine. Then she asks about devotion. She's looking at me, so I'm closing. So, right? So, devotion, she asks. At that time, he says there are 4 types of devotees. One is Himsatmaka and Dambika, trying to do all himsas in the name of Yajna, give offering to Bhagavan. Many people give their own son, right? Even Bhagavata, Harishchandra of all the people, he wants to get a child, which he promises as soon as he's born, I will do Ashwamedha and give him Bali, Varuna. Then why does he want a child? Because world should not say he could not get a child. And having got, I will give you. I am prepared to give my child to you so that I get a good name. The story of Harishchandra, then what to talk about others? Right? So therefore, Himsatmaka, Dambhatmaka, show off. That's one type of bhakti. Second bhakti is trying to gain something out of it. Third bhakti, good people, good devotees, still maintain, I am different, they are different. How can I be Brahman? Aham Brahmasmi. I cannot say, Ayyu, Papa. Right? Aham Brahmasmi. Third type. The last type who sees, I alone am there. Vasudevaha Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. There is nothing other than me. That is the highest. That's the four types of devotee. And then her folding the avatara, Siddhabari said, this is third skanda. Fourth skanda, just only introduce 1 minute, 2 sentences. Fourth skanda, this is gradual evolution from one ashram to the other ashram and get liberation. Fourth skanda, the same people get attached to the Trivarga, Dharma, Artha, Kama, bound by them, misinterpret them, wrong choices. Wrong choices. That is in Dharma, our Daksha Prajapati. Artha, Dhruva. Right? And all these Dharma, Artha, with that desire to do Ashwamedha Yaga and all that, Prudu. But he is so pure and this thing, Bhagavan himself said, why do you need this? Go to Moksha, Apavarga. So the whole fourth skanda is talking about Trivarga and Apavarga. Trivarga and Apavarga. What they call? Four, there's some name. Dharmartha Kama Moksha. Parama Purusharthas. Parama Purusharthas. I can read lips also and understand. Parama Purusharthas. The various arthas of the Purusha, which leads you to that, is Parama Purushartha. Fourth skanda is that. In that, there's a lovely, lovely story from Vishnu Purana explaining all these four in a simple story, Keshidwaja and Kandikya. Keshidwaja and Kandikya. Tomorrow I shall tell you the Keshidwaja and Kandikya story, explain the four Parama Purushartha, Parama Purusharthas, and then go to the one who goes beyond that, Jnani Bharata. Then sixth, Dhruva and my best idol, Rudrasura. Right? Rudrasura. Somehow I have to do 7, 8 also tomorrow. Otherwise, 5th, Krishna will not be born. I will get a legal notice. So tomorrow somehow I will bluff and carry through. Right? Up to 8 I will finish. Right? That is tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Thank you.
Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave